Hey everybody, Todd from Juno Bait here with... Hey, what are you doing sleeping? We're filming here. Wake up. Oh well, don't mind that kid over there. He's had a long day. Are you up? Hey, that frisbee right there, you know what that is?
What?
Really good snook jig color combinations right there. I feel like I could catch a snook on a jig that color.
Who even needs this?
I don't even know. Okay. All right. Let's talk briefly about snook fishing, all right? So you ever been snook fishing with me? And you've been throwing the lure, reeling it, and it's like you're getting bites, but you're not. It's like short strike, or like just not connected.
Hey, you know where that happens?
Where?
We're going in a couple weeks.
Don't tell them about our secret spot. Okay, so I'm serious. That was like the dad look right there, like threatening, like don't tell them about our secret spot. Okay, back on track. All right,
Can I
ready?
tell 'em where?
No! I'm serious. You got the no answer right there. Okay, like these are like too long for our videos. Let's get to it. Okay, so when you're snook fishing sometimes, you're in an area where you know there's snook at. They're there. You've seen them during the day. You're throwing the jig at night. Something. One of those things is happening. And you throw, and you feel like you're getting a short strike. It's like dunk, or they're just not committing to it. Could be two things. It could be that the fish are not aggressively feeding and they are just short striking. So you're throwing it in and they're just barely grabbing the tail or just hitting at your swim bait, trying to hit the jig. Or what happens a lot.
Isn't it supposed to be moving like this
When
instead of just like
when it's swimming,
flapping out?
yes. When it's swimming in the water, it would be flapping like that. But what happens a lot of time, back to like our seriousness here, because this is a very serious video we got going on, right? A lot of times what happens when you're in areas of a lot of fish, you're reeling your baits through, and if you're presenting it right where the fish are, a lot of times you're actually running into the fish. You're nowhere near their mouth. You hit them in the tail, in the back of the body, and they're down here. And that fish, when something runs into him, he's going to spook and he's going to move, and it'll thump the bait. It feels almost like a hit. So a lot of times you're not missing those bites. You're in the area of fish. Those fish aren't eaten. So when that happens, you can do a couple of things. If you're fairly certain that you're running into them, try changing the angle of the presentation. So if you're throwing it and reeling in the back of them, then you're in the wrong spot. See if you can move your position to where you're going to cast and bring it more to their face. Because where do snook feed from?
The tide coming. They just drift with the tide
Right,
and look for food.
I was talking about on their body. Do they eat with their head or their tail? Their head. Snook don't eat with their tail. So you want to present it so that the lure swims to where they can see it. So if you're getting those short strikes, those doom, a lot of times you're just running into the fish. If it's not a short strike, if they're or not, we'll rewind 6 seconds. If you're not actually running into the fish and it is a short strike, if they're just barely mouthing it and they're not aggressively committing to it, what's happening is like you need to change the bait up.
So you're
Try a different size bait. If you're throwing the swim bait, try the jig. Or if they're not, if they're just a real quick short strike on the big baits, try going to a smaller bait if you've got the tackle that allows. You got a question? Go ahead. Blah, blah, blah.
So
this is some fine video work we're doing here tonight. Go ahead with your question before we wrap this up.
So pretend I was the fish.
Yeah.
And the lure came and it just hit me.
Right there.
Here.
Yeah.
And so then as me fishing, I would know to turn around. And if you know the way that it was coming.
No, that wouldn't happen. If it hit you in the foot, you would swim away if you were a fish. Like a fish, not a fish like you are.
I'm a fisher.
Okay. You're getting bites. It could be that you're not getting bites. It's running into the fish or it's short strikes. Try changing the presentation angle. Change the bait. Smaller bait will work. Sometimes you just need a different look. A lot of craziness right there. As always, thanks for watching. And what should they do?
And one more thing.
No more things.
But one more thing.
Okay, one more thing.
But also think about it. This video is just in case that would happen. But who knows? It could have been like a rock you hit. Or you could go out in some grass.
Okay, you know what I think we should do with this video? Send it. That's it. We're done here.
Subscribe. Ah!